are live with another big exclusive podcast. As always, I'm really excited to bring to you guys another podcast with my brothers, Angry OG and comedian Top Flight. Tonight we have two, not one, not one, but two special guest co-hosts coming in tonight. We have the lovely Jamyie Jams, who was just with us last week. I hope you guys took a listen to that episode. She is phenomenal. She's also the owner of WJMS Media LLC, which the Big Exclusive Podcast will probably be debuting on that platform at some point. And then we bringing in some youth tonight. We got, one of the young gentlemen. I like to call him nephew. He likes to call me Unc. He'll be joining us tonight, get a young perspective on, what's going on in the topics in the world. He's just going to bring some, just a different perspective from a younger point of view. I'm excited to have Jalen on tonight. But first and foremost, you know how we do. We got to make sure we can keep the podcast rolling. And in order to do that, we got to make sure that we thank our sponsors, because without them, we would not be able to do the podcast here weekly. And the Big Exclusive Podcast, because of them, is distributed to every single platform known to man where you can get podcasts, from Amazon to Apple Podcasts, Google, you name it, Spotify, you name it. All you got to do is ask Siri, ask Alexa, or search the Big Exclusive Podcast. And when you do, make sure you show us some love by, downloading the podcast or streaming it. Leave a comment. It's important. It helps the podcast. It shows the sponsors that we have an effect on their bottom line, and we can continue to do business with our sponsors. Thank you, everybody who's checking in on the live right now. And if you can hear the sound of my voice, I need your help. You got to help a brother out. I just need you to share the podcast, whether it's the link on the YouTube or if you're on any social media. If you're on the metaverse, on Facebook right now, hit that share button. Hit that share button and hit the like or the heart or the smiley face. Or if you mad at me, if it taking too long, you can hit the angry face. Just do all of that. It doesn't matter. The algorithm helps out the podcast and let Facebook know to put the podcast in front of more people. That's another place the podcast is at. If you listen to Facebook podcasts, which is an option now, episode every week is automatically loaded up to Facebook podcast, so you can join us there as well. But without further ado, let's show the sponsor some love. First and foremost, if I look good and I sound good, it's not my fault. I got a lot of help. Shout out to my guy, Don, over at Critical Shot Studio. He is responsible for the video. He's responsible for the audio. And I was looking for his logo. I don't see it loaded up because he over there playing Dungeons and Dragons on his phone. But I don't know what you doing over there. But I told you I needed the logo so I could put it on the screen. Like, we got production over here, man. We got production over here. And you the executive producer of the Big Exclusive Podcast, and you making me look very unprepared. So shout out to Don over at Critical Shot Studios. He's about to load it up now. Watch this, y'all. Watch it. I tell you, I put him on the spot. I'm making him feel bad. Watch how fast he get it up there. Watch how fast he get it up there. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. There it is. Critical Shot Studio. On Instagram is at Crit Shot Studio on Instagram. Make sure you tell them the Big Exclusive Podcast sent you, because you needed some audio, video needs, and photos as well. We got a big photo shoot coming up this Saturday. The Big Exclusive Podcast. We're gonna do some promo photos with Critical Shot Studio. We also got a couple new shows that are gonna get some, promo photos done. Shout out to Big Roll. Shout out to Big Roll and Angry OG. They got a new show coming down the line. And we're headed over to NGTV. I'll tell you about that a little bit later. But again, sponsor Critical Shot Studio, Don, who's also executive producer of the show. We also got to show some love to Epic Graphics and Crafts, who is the official merchandiser for the Big Exclusive Podcast. If you got needs any merchandise, anything that you need promo-wise, he does everything from T-shirts to duffel bags to mugs, cups, hats, thermoses, whatever you need. Holler at my guy over at Epic Graphics and Crafts, and he'll make sure you got everything you need. Like I say, he's the official sponsor of the Big Exclusive Podcast, is merchandise. So any merch you might see out there, Epic Graphics and Crafts is responsible for that merchandise, and we appreciate him. Shout out to Shea Harmony. Shea Harmony offers all natural products for the body, with their hair and wet body butter being their most exclusive item. It's that time of the year. It's cold. As people of color, we get a little ashy. You don't want to be called Ashy Larry. So make sure you holler at Shea Harmony to get that wet body butter to keep your skin feeling smooth, soft, and supple, and it'll have you smelling amazing. Shea Harmony also offers all natural soaps, beard and hair oil, essential oil remedies, and more. Shea Harmony products can be found at our next sponsor. That's at iCraftMart.com. www.icraftmart.com. Shea Harmony, bringing harmony to your skin. And shout out to our official last sponsor, iCraftMart.com. You can go over there for all your natural body butter, soaps, hair products, anything all natural from lotion to soap you can find on iCraftMart.com. We also have a few other things on the website where you can buy bulk butters. You can buy bulk mango butter, cocoa butter, anything you need in bulk as far as butters, you can find there. We also do CBD stuff over there too, and Delta 8. So the juices, the Delta 8 juices can also be found over there on iCraftMart.com. So please make sure you guys do us a favor at the Big Exclusive Podcast. Support our sponsors so we can continue to bring you the dopest content possible. So with that being said, I'm going to bring in my first co-host. He the angriest man in the podcast game. I got to make sure y'all show him some love. If you're in the house, don't give him a round of applause. He don't like that shit. This is how you salute the angry OG. You just make the meanest Ice Cube scowl you can make. Angry OG, what's up? What's up, bro?
Man, I was falling asleep with your intro, man. You was long-winded.
Oh, see? The angriest motherfucker in the podcast game. He start off with the bullshit. You ain't even do your regular joint. Matter of fact, I'm gonna bring you.
Sleep.
All right, I'm gonna bring you back in so you can do it right this time, okay? Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Angry OG.
Hey now.
Hey now, that's what I was waiting for. That's what I needed. That's how I know when it's on.
Sleep, man.
That's how I know when it's on. He hit me with the hey now. At the Big Exclusive Podcast, it's not just about the host of the podcast, myself, Angry OG, and Top Flight. Top Flight will be here in a second. You guys who are listening is just, as big a part of this as the podcast as we are. So let's get some early shout outs going. Natasha Murphy, what's up, Tosh? Jabera Mullen on the check-in. Sonia, I seen you earlier over on Big Roll with Keeping It Real in the Morning with Big Roll, his web show, always dope quality content. Miss Cute Lips herself, good evening, Q. My man OG, what up, bro? James Hannibal. Philly Johnpreneur, hey, y'all, what's going on to you? Big Roll, our official co-host in the goddamn comments. It's not a show without Big Roll. Big Roll, what up? He said sliding in wearing his Gordon Gartrell shirt from the Cosby Show. That's one thing about Rick Roll. He gonna give you one. What up? He said hugs to the ladies. Good evening, everyone. Daps to the fellas. Angry, what up, Unc? Cute, cracking the fuck up. And we have, this is something different. Wildflower Living. Oh, that's a dope name. Our girl, our sister. She basically, one of our co-hosts as well. We got our girl, Tiffany Ann. Tiff, what's up? And we got the legendary singer-songwriter, Taffy Spencer in the building. How you doing tonight, mama? All right, man, let's go, man. I told you we got some special guest co-hosts coming in tonight to talk about these topics. Let's introduce ladies first, the one and only owner of WJMS Media, our sister, friend to the show, official, unofficial, female co-host, Jamyie Jams. What's up, Jamie?
What's going on? What's going on? How you doing?
Look, you done got fancy.
Yeah, she all on her.
Let me bring you up there. You green screened out with the WJMS Media.
Listen.
If you guys see it on the screen, make sure you follow at WJMS Media. I believe that's Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, all that stuff. Show our sister some love. She did a hell of a job last week, so much so the people demanded that we bring Jamyie back. They
Here we
love her
go. Here we
story.
go with that shit, Jamie. You know he the best that ever did it.
Man, he know how to blow a
He,
girl
he,
head up.
he,
I
He
love
like
it.
he like he like he
he,
like
he the
he
best
like
hater.
MC Hammer hype man.
He is.
I'm the
Remember MC
flavor.
Hammer hype man? That's
I'm
him.
the flavor of this shit. Don't
Yeah,
tell no MC Hammer. I'm the flavor of this shit.
he's a vicious ass hype man.
Next up, we bringing in one of the youngest bosses I know, co-owner of the Money Is Where It's At LLC Clothing. Like he like drive fast, live fast, but he's got a lot of wisdom, not a lot of knowledge. Like I said, I call him Neff. He called me Unc. He come in to bring that young perspective to the podcast. We got Jalen. What up, Jalen?
What's up, Unc?
What's going on with you, man?
Man, chilling. What's up with you?
Oh man, you know how I do. I'm ready for the show, man. I'm ready to get this joint rock and roll. Tiffany Ann on the check and said, "Big Roll, hey family, great show this morning. Keep doing your thing." Once again, Big Roll, keeping it real with Big Roll in the morning. The web show on Facebook. If you end the Facebook chat, make sure you see Big Roll Jones. Send him a friend request so you can tune into his show each morning. It is 9 to 10 a.m. He definitely be keeping it real. His topics are like definitely different, entertainment, and Roll got some hella fire stories, man. Some hella fire stories. My sister Christine, what's up? Nene is back. Nene is one of our top
Yeah,
listeners.
she was on vacation for a little while.
She was MIA for a minute, but Nene, we welcome you back.
I ran down on Big Roll show. She told me, I was doing this, that, the third. Like, yeah,
so she was cheating on us. With
yeah,
Big
I
Roll
ran down on Big Roll show.
All right,
and she's trying to come back home.
Y'all ready to get into it?
Let's go.
All right, we got a list of topics we're going to talk about tonight. It's one we couldn't get to, but it's a fun one. Could you date a celebrity? Our TikTok video of the week is going to be a little bit different this week. It doesn't come from TikTok. It's actually, you'll see it when I play it. Top 10 things kids will never understand. The kids of today will never understand. Indecent Proposal. That one sounds like fun. Relationships and social media. And do beautiful people have it easier? Jamie, we like to be gentlemen around here. So I'm going to let you lead off with the first topic we talk about. I see my young and Jalen chomping at the bit. I know what he want to talk about. I know what he want to talk about. But ladies first, we gentlemen around here.
Yeah, I want to get into it.
Yeah, I know Top Flight will be here in a second. But Jamyie Jams, what do you want to talk about first?
Am I here? Can y'all see me and hear me?
I can definitely see you. I can definitely hear you.
All right, bet, because my computer acting real stupid. Anyway, so I got some stuff to talk about with this top 10 things that kids don't know about nowadays. I definitely have some stuff I want to talk about for that. So I want to go there first.
All right, so that's the lead off. We're going to talk about the top 10 things kids of today will never have understood. And let's do it like this. We're going to do like a little round robin, right? Because I'm sure that there's a lot of things that most of us, except with the exception of Jalen, and that's why I'm glad he's here. I'm glad he's here.
Yeah, I'm still a kid myself. I can't really speak, but
he's gonna be clueless.
I'm gonna get my best.
He's gonna be clueless.
So Jalen, if I said to you dial up, what comes to mind?
You say dollar?
Dial up. Like dial up. Not dollar.
Dial up.
Not dollar. Yeah, like dial up.
Probably, I guess you dialing somebody up on the phone, I guess.
That's so cute. That's so cute.
Anybody want to tell him?
He already said I was gonna be clueless, so I'm just trying to chime in.
Anybody? Anybody want to tell him about America Online?
Oh man, used to get the discs. Used to get like 8 of them discs from like Walmart or whatever, and just try to go at it, man. Oh man, yeah, AOL Online. That was times was tough.
So you got online, you have to dial up to get online.
Yep.
Times was definitely hard, right? So that anybody remember that tone, that real obnoxious tone?
I put that on my TikTok.
And that's where I saw that, and that topic was kind of inspired by that, Jamie, because I'm like, yo, because you actually said it. This is
You know he a pirate.
WJMS
He a
on.
pirate. He will jack your shit.
Yep.
Ho, don't do that. Don't do that. I always give credit. I don't just jack people's
He's
shit.
a pirate. He will jack your shit.
Listen, it's out there for public consumption at this point. So,
He's a consumer.
dang, he coming at you tonight.
That's every night.
Oh,
It
man.
used to start off with this image. Like
You be mad as shit. That shit be on there for a couple minutes.
Like, boom,
That
boom.
first little running man, you be like, come on, get to number two, get to number two.
Right.
So this how y'all did y'all late night call ups
This-
and all that? This how y'all did that?
No. This is
Yeah,
how
that's
we
how
used
you
to
get on the internet.
That's how you used to get on the internet, bro.
Yeah.
It used to start with the man. He used to run and try to get into the internet, and you used to pray that it wouldn't get stuck in the middle and keep
Yep.
circling. When you got to the last box, you was happy
You
as
good.
hell. And God forbid that shit just crashed. It'll just
Mhm.
crash sometimes. And you have to listen to that tone and all you have. And it took like 5 fucking minutes to get online.
It did.
Like you
Really
guys
did.
just pick up your phone,
And you couldn't get on your phone. It wasn't no phone. You ain't get
There
on
was
no
no
phone.
phone. No, I'm
No,
just saying.
computer only.
Nowadays, they can pick
Yeah.
up their phone. They
And
got
get right on.
5G and get right on. Man, the first you had to wait 5 minutes, but the first 10 minutes of every class used to be okay. Everybody get online, and we had to project, and he should show you how to get online. You have to listen to that. Now imagine 20 actual IBM computers with that loud ass noise all going off at once, trying to get on, and to play fucking Oregon Trail at that.
Oh,
God damn. Kids today will never understand America Online and Oregon Trail.
yep.
Oregon Trail sound familiar to you, bro? Jalen, like, hell
What that
no.
mean.
That was one of the first
Nah, yeah,
computer games.
I got
Go ahead, Jalen.
I got an old soul, but I ain't that old, bro. Yeah, I got an old soul. I ain't that old. You know that.
Right. That's where the topic came from, man. Like we talking about things that kids of today will never understand, like the struggle. That's right. Greg G said, "You've got mail." When it would finally boot up, it would say, "You've got mail." Trying to catch up.
What's
Yeah,
up, Greg?
it was bad. That's Greg G. Greg G, what's happening? How about this? Wildflower Living nailed it. You couldn't talk on the phone and use the internet at the same time. There was no Ethernet port. It was a wrap. If you was getting
It's either
online,
or.
it was either or. You had to make a decision. Exactly. Q said, yes, indeed. AOL was that late 90s, early 2000s. IG, the chat rooms used to go crazy.
That's where it go down at.
That's where it went
That's where
down.
you get your indecent proposals at.
That's exactly where you see some of the indecent proposals jump off. Another thing kids today will never understand. All my Nintendo fans out there. Huh? NES, Nintendo Entertainment System. That was the original name. Like NES, Nintendo Entertainment System. Now, imagine back in the day.
Yeah, I never had a Nintendo 64. We about to start talking about that.
Neff, we talking about the regular Nintendo 64
Yeah,
came
you
after
talking about
that.
the advanced model, like
Yeah, and the 64 was with the. But I'm gonna tell you like this: the most durable cartridges ever is the Nintendo NES cartridges.
All you had to do was blow in them.
Yeah, that's it. That's what I'm saying. The kids today will never understand, right? You pull out your Nintendo,
blowing that joint,
you blowing that motherfucker,
throw it
in, and look, it was some of them like you had to, like, for some reason you couldn't just pop it straight in and push it down.
Nope.
No, you had to at some games you had to push to the far right, and then ease down, and then other games like Tyson Punch Out, you just had to slam that bitch in, boom. Fucking Duck Hunt. Remember Duck Hunt?
Man, I want to kill that dog so damn bad.
Duck Hunt. The things today kids will
And you know,
never freaking
they don't
understand.
it was free to come outside and have fun.
How
You ain't
about
no
that?
money, and
How
you play
about that?
games all day for free.
True.
Welcome the other brother to the podcast. Top Flight. What's happening with you, bro?
What's up, sir? How you?
I'm pretty good, man. We talking about things kids today will never understand. We went through AOL that's dialing up when you had to make a decision whether or not you wanted to get online or you wanted to make a phone call because you couldn't do both. And that stupid tone. We talking about Nintendo NES. And then Angry OG just brought up the most famous one for me was go outside. Kids today, see, like, that's why I'm glad we got Jalen in here tonight. Because my assumption.
I was about to chime in on this. Yeah,
eh,
I'm about to chime in on this.
All right, well, come on. All right, let us just let the old people just get this out the way, so you can come in and give us your perspective, and we can understand. Because
Yeah, gotcha.
back in our day, we wanted to be outside basically 24/7. It was free to go outside. You didn't need any money. You didn't need a phone. All you needed was friends. That's it. We would make up games, create games. We used to go. We got a little older. We used to play manhunt, hide and go seek, catch a girl, get a girl. So we didn't ever have a reason to want to be in the house. And mind you, we had Nintendo, Atari, Atari 2600, Super Nintendo. But man, wasn't nothing like going outside, playing with your friends, getting into some mischief. Now, me, like today's kids, I just feel like y'all just want to go outside and just act up. So
Yeah, you tripping.
with that being said, youngin, we trying to hear your perspective because the OGs is saying, yo, we was outside just to have fun. It wasn't about your money. It wasn't about your sneakers. It wasn't about the clothes, being designer. It wasn't about none of that. It was just about living carefree and having fun. What y'all on, youngin?
Yeah, I mean, it was the same. It was the same for me though. Like I always, well, especially where I grew up at, on Local Street in West Philly. Like I know we always as kids, we like to, be competitive with each other. Cause we all, we played football, played basketball, ran track, we rollerblade back then, like rode bikes and shit. Like we even played tag and things like that. Like you said, catch a girl, freak a girl. So I mean, we had some of that in our era, but as time went on, things changed. People just like to, I guess double down on the dumb shit, to be honest, for real, for real. Cause we even in y'all era, y'all had the drug era, y'all had, people getting killed in y'all era and all that kind of stuff. Like I done heard the stories from the 70s and the 80s, even some of the 90s when I grew up. But now it's just like it's one of them things, like it's a fad. Like if you ain't a killer, like you ain't a real nigga in a sense. You dig what I'm saying? Like with me, people look at me like, damn, like I'll be a weirdo to some of these niggas that's out here because I'm out the way. I mean, I found other ways how to make money, without having to stand on a corner or sell drugs and shit like that. So them kind of dudes, get shunned upon because they ain't out here doing, the everyday thing is robbing niggas, killing niggas. I mean, trying to be the street dude when I mean, it ain't really nothing cool about that. Like you said, like you used to be able to go outside just to go outside. Like nowadays, you gotta feel like you gotta go outside. You gotta carry extra protection on your hip because you don't know what's gonna happen when you step out the door. And it's already bad enough when you leave out the door, you don't even know you're coming back through the door. So to have that 100% worse now, I don't know. That's why I kind of like, I'm cool staying out the way. Like, is nothing wrong with staying out the way. Like, that's the coolest thing you can do is stay out the way and make money the right way. You ain't got to do the dumb shit to be cool. Like, I never understood it. But I
It ain't
mean,
even
maybe you as
they
my
just
old
doing
head.
dumb shit to be dummies, and they crash fucking dummies and follow behind the wrong people and listen to motherfuckers that don't even live like that. Listen to these songs and shit, and they just retarded. Like you
Facts,
just doing dumb shit
facts,
just to be a
facts.
dummy with no future. Like you can't handle the flip side of what you out there doing. Because then as soon as you get locked up and you see that side of that side of the fence, you ain't even built for. But you was out here doing all this nut shit. Like
Yeah, I had a lot of dudes I grew up with, that my age that went to jail, for bodies and stuff like that, and them doing their jail time, they thought coming back home, like, you know, they was tough as nails, but you took the pussy way out in my sense. Like, you went on ahead and took somebody else's life because you couldn't figure out your own. Like, you battling with your own demons. So you out here committing crimes and committing trouble because you can't even figure out what your next move want to be. So you feel like, fuck it, let me go do something dumb and let's see if I get some kind of, you know, I guess like applause for that. Like, you don't get no applause for being a dickhead. Like, not in my case. Like, if you one of my friends, I don't really fuck with people that's like that. And that's why, like I said, I don't really have too many friends that I can call friends now because everybody on dumb shit. I'm out the way. I'm cool. I ain't gonna worry about that. Like, I ain't even going that route. But like I said, the fact that, you know, they like that kind of shit now, I mean, that's all you see. Like, that's all these niggas worry about is what the rappers say when half of these rappers ain't even rapping that life that they really live in. A lot of these niggas don't even live that life. They telling somebody else's story. So, I mean, if you ain't really doing your research and doing your history, like, that's a problem.
So let me do this. We got a lot of comments. If you hear me right now, right quick, I want everybody who listening to type in. If you've already done it, it's fine. Type in something kids today will never understand. And I want to get to some of these comments because some of them are really good. Let me see. S&D AOL. Hell yeah. Wang will. Don said getting online in the Black House was impossible between 3 and 6. Q remembers Oregon Trail. Big Rose said kids today will never know about blowing into a Nintendo cartridge with cracked lips and alcohol on the cartridge. Q, come back. She said they will never understand respect. How about that? That is crazy because we as the older generation,
yeah, that's a big one.
They lack a lot of respect. Kari said Black Planet.
Oh dang.
Q said Nintendo. Let's go back. Jaguar. God damn. Kids
I'm not even gonna lie. I don't know what that is.
I'm about to say, what's Jaguar?
Okay, bet. I was like, I can't be the only one that don't know what that is.
So listen,
I'm
Jabira
53 and I don't know what that is.
Okay, bet.
Jabira
Cool.
said, what did she say?
MySpace.
MySpace is actually around.
Ain't nobody on MySpace. Cut it out.
Yes, they is. Me and my grandfather.
Ain't nobody on MySpace no more, man.
You and
me and my grandfather.
Beef said Black Planet.
Beef said Black Planet. And Jaguar is one of the old gaming systems that was like on Atari, like Atari before Atari.
But that must have been in the
60s. Yeah, facts.
Christine said kids today will never understand putting aluminum foil on the TV antennas to get certain channels. And that's a fact. ColecoVision and Texas Instruments. Turning the TV on
with a pair of pliers. I'm about to say we had remotes back in the day. We was the remote.
Exactly. Track and Field John on Nintendo was the ish too. Melanie Scott said Box Music Channel.
I don't know about none of this stuff.
The music box, that was classic. I lied to my grandma with that one.
Kids will never understand having to be home before the street lights come on. Shout out to Wildflower Living.
No, I understand. Yeah, I understand that one.
That's a fact. Nene says she can't pay her daughter to go outside. She'd rather be on the phone and on the internet. Kids today, roller skating parties. I think that's relatively still a thing. Nene said hopscotch.
Yeah.
And
I was Christine made hopscotch too.
Christine made a great point. She said people got killed in that era, but women and children was off limits. They don't care who they killed today.
Yep.
Big Rose said overall our generation is way better shape because we were way more active.
I remember back in my era, you only got killed at night.
Do kids even play in snow anymore nowadays?
Hell no. They don't even shovel it for money.
That's what I was gonna say. You remember one of the hustles, you couldn't wait for it to snow if you was a hustler because you had got all you need
We
was
don't
a
get that much
shovel.
snow though.
All
That's
you need
true.
is a shovel. Even when you
Boom.
get any snow, bro, we would get
But
a
that's the
shovel.
bullshit excuse. It's snow enough for them to be out there shoveling. They don't do it. When the last time you saw a kid knock? When the last time a
Oh
kid
no,
knocked on your door
the
and asked to shovel your sidewalk for
aspect,
some money?
yeah, I'm with.
Q
I
said.
can't
Q
remember
said.
the last time.
She said, "What? I got my ass beat for ordering videos from Jukebox Network, calling 1-900-909-Jeff for Fresh Prince and TJ Jazzy Jeff."
Yo, I got one, y'all. Kids today
Yo,
will never understand CD players. Y'all don't understand CD players. Now you got iPhones with all your music. Everything is
oh, I
right
do.
here, and you can
Yes, I
listen to
do. Yes, I
everything.
do.
Yo, I
I plead the
had
fifth on
so
that one.
many CDs. Yeah, like so many CDs, so many, like just carrying around 4 or 5 CDs with you because you want to switch the CD out in the middle of the day. Like no one even knows what that means
Hey
anymore.
man, I've been what Nipsey said, grinding all my life. I've been grinding all
Yeah, I
my
had a
life.
CD player all the way up to about sixth
I
grade. I had a CD player all the way up until then.
I
I
used
say
to I
that.
used to hustle the CDs and the DVDs,
Listen,
CDs, DVDs.
radio station owner over here, man, I had all the mixtapes. I would make them all the time with one new song on it. Like every track had one new song, like that just came out. Oh man, I kind
Every
of miss those
track,
days.
I about to say
every track.
then they
Yeah, you
came out
real
with the
old
aux
school.
cord before the aux cord when you had the tape player and put it in the tape player and then connect it
Woo!
to the CD player.
Man. The things we went through.
Hey yo, Greg,
Yeah,
Well,
Greg,
no
that's a
Greg
long
Bluetooth
said,
time.
back then.
Greg said channel 65, and that's a fact, Jack. And that
I don't
is a
even know what that
fact.
means.
That
I
was the
about to
channel
say,
that the box was on.
All
yep.
right.
My sister said,
Uh, 48 on Saturdays with the Kung Fu movie.
Uh-huh. And wrestling.
And so you know what else kids will never understand? And I had posted this on Facebook, right? So I was sitting there thinking that, listen, at some point, TV used to just go off.
And you hear the stars. What you hear? The Star
You
Spangled
had the
Banner.
Star Spangled
Yep.
Banner first. As soon as you hear the Star Spangled Banner, you knew it was over. It was no more
Mhm.
programming. It was no more television to be had.
Time to
It
rest
was
your neck.
over. You got to take your
Mm.
ass to bed or pick up a book because it was no more TV on.
Like, we
And
got nothing else for you. Go to bed.
they like, yo, we got nothing. You either listen to some snow or they had that number, John, or they had the different colored lines on the TV. And that used to be like, I want to say 3, 4 o'clock in the morning.
It wasn't different colored lines. You only had black and white. Stop.
It was over.
Then he trying to put you.
He doing me dirty.
Yeah, he is doing you dirty with that one. But no, I could. Can we attest to this though? Like nowadays, kids just don't know how to be kids no more. Though. That's the biggest thing out of this top 10 we doing. All right.
Kids don't know
Hey,
how to be kids.
what was the they used to have like on Saturday morning the cartoons, they used to have like these songs that like teach you stuff like about the
Uh,
bills and
Junction.
conjunction. Yeah, what was that called?
it was another one too.
Like
Saturday
PBS or
morning.
something. I
I
don't
about
even
to
know.
say, Reading Rainbow.
That was one. But what was those Saturday morning? It was like
Yo, I
those
don't
quick
know none of these
Jones.
shows.
Yeah,
It was them quick Jones that'll teach you multiplication,
all of that. Yeah, what it was called something. I forgot what it was called.
verbs,
Yeah,
nouns. I
yeah.
forget the name
Schoolhouse
of that
Rock.
shit.
That's it.
Schoolhouse
You got it.
Rock.
Schoolhouse Rock.
Schoolhouse Rock. And it used to come on in between. It used to be like in between programming. Like if it was a different show about to come on, like you would get regular commercials, and then it'll hit you with some Schoolhouse Rock shit where you learned something before the
I'm
next
a
program
bill,
came.
and I'm on Capitol Hill.
Exactly.
I remember it.
Look, Q nailed it. She was right on time. Schoolhouse. Who remember Fraggle Rock? We ain't gonna get into the old school cartoons.
Fraggle Rock.
That topic, kids not knowing how to be kids, we're gonna have to save that for another show because we would quite possibly take up the rest of the show talking about that because OGs and youngins just don't see pretty much eye to eye on nothing.
Oh yeah,
And
no, I just throwing that out there. That is a heavy
that
topic to like really try
that
to
yeah
pick
yeah
in
that
this
joint would be
situation.
super
Yeah, I
heavy.
got you.
So other
Yeah,
topics
yeah.
that we had
Fact,
because
fact.
But as a matter of fact, let's do this. Before we go on to the next topic, I want y'all to sit tight, take a look at this.
Hey, it's your man Angry O here for the Big Exclusive Podcast. Coming soon to NGTV. Be on the lookout for us. I got my man Big Roll with me. What's going on, Big Roll?
Hey man, come get current with NGTV. Salute.
That's right. The Big Exclusive Podcast will be going to NGTV.
Hey.
Adding another platform, trying to extend our reach out a little further. And that's why we always ask you guys every week, tell a friend to tell a friend about the Big Exclusive Podcast. We appreciate it all. This live, me and OG had the conversation about the live being the icing on the cake. But the streaming platforms where everybody consumes podcasts is where we do really well. We want to continue to do well on those platforms. We have our own website. That's www.thebepodcast.com. Make sure you guys are following us on all social media. All you got to do is look up The Big Exclusive Podcast, and you'll find us on all social media. Christine, my sister, my real life sister, said that's heavy. Congratulations to y'all. Yes, we appreciate that, sis. We trying to do big things. Big Role said we made it. We got commercials now. Oh shit. With that being said, let's move on, because one of the topics that I was super interested in and I wanted to talk about that kind of piqued my interest a lot when I was putting the show together was the topic of relationships and social media, right? Because I think what's my interest, yeah, he said, "Oh shit, yeah, it get heavy." And I figured what really piqued my interest in this topic is that, first of all, I want to know, because this topic can be so broad, depending on what angle you take it from. But what I want to discuss right off the bat, do you guys feel like, and we're gonna go one at a time, we're gonna be respectful, and if you guys are in the comments right now, when I ask this question, I want you guys to put your responses in the comment section. I promise we'll get to all the responses. It's a lot of people here, so just respond once. Like, write your paragraph if you have to, but respond once, because I want to get to everybody that comments, because this is important, because I want to know. So, social media and relationships. The first question I want to ask is, do you feel like social media helps relationships or hurts relationships? And I want to start with you, Jamyie, as our resident woman for the evening. Do social media hurt or help relationships?
Both. Absolutely both. It depends on how you're using social media. If you are using social media as a way to compare your relationship to other people, you are absolutely going to hurt yourself, because everybody ain't, everything that glitters ain't gold, and you trying to keep up with the Joneses, they ain't keeping up with themselves. So I think in some certain circumstances, social media can help the relationship. Like you put a post out that you tag your significant other in, makes them smile, and or you see certain things that you're like, what, I'm gonna do that for my man or for my lady or whatever, and that kind of can go a long way in terms of helping you keep the fire alive and keep things exciting or whatever. But I just feel like you get into trouble when you start trying to, when you start setting your expectations for the relationship based on what you're seeing on social media. If you're trying to copy X, Y, and Z person, or what have you, you're automatically gonna set yourself up for failure. So I'm gonna go. I hate to do it, but I'm gonna ride the fence and say it does both.
Okay, Flight, hurt or help?
For me, it'll hurt your relationship. What you and your partner do, it ain't for everybody. Like I said, sometimes it's best to just keep special moments. If we got a picture or we got something, like, you put it up on social media, you no longer own it. So, and a lot of times it could be stupid. Give a perfect example. Your baby just turned 2 years old, and you put a picture. Everybody say happy birthday to my baby. She not gonna see that shit. So sometimes it's pointless. And a lot of times people just be looking for attention. So me personally, I think I might have put maybe 2-3 pictures up of my wife, and I got in trouble for it sometimes because she felt like I was hiding her. But I'm like, woman, I married you. So, But I mean, it all depends on the individual. If you got a strong-minded individual that ain't worried about likes or comments from a bunch of people that you don't even know, because you go through your Facebook page and you be like, especially in my line of work, I don't know 90% of the people that like or comment. So for me, I just tend to stay away from it and just strictly stick to the business aspect of social media, which is comedian top flight. You'll rarely get anything about Tyrese Rome. So for me, I tend to stay away from it.
Angriest man in the podcast game, help or hurt?
I mean, you do that to yourself. You can't blame it on social media. If you use social media for what it was actually set out to do for us to be, it wouldn't hurt. Like if you don't put your shit out there on social media and be, just doing dumb shit on there, like your relationship is your relationship. You don't put your shit out there, good or bad, or indifferent or whatever's going on with you. But people use it for the wrong things. It only can hurt you if you allow it to hurt you. Like you can't. I don't blame social media for like fucking people relationships up. You fuck them up on your own.
Jalen, help or hurt?
I say for the most part, I heard it. 'Cause like everybody said, social media really is for you to network. Like, no bullcrap. Like even like, for example, like when MySpace and Facebook was coming around my era, it really was really used for, like you said, what it's for is to network with other people that are, I guess, on a higher status or doing the same things as you. But I mean, I wouldn't mind on a personal side if I post a picture or two of me and my lady and we out somewhere doing some shit or we on vacation or something like that. But you gonna get that a lot of times. And then, like Angry OG said, you really can't blame social media for your personal problems, because if you and your I guess your partner or your significant other got to understand it, then your social media shouldn't even be a conversation. It's just social media. But when you making social media something other than what it need to be, that's when you had them issues. To be honest.
You got people that live their life through social media, and that in and of itself is a problem.
Yeah.
Like people all day, every day, they're
Yeah,
on social media, looking for likes, looking for for whatever, for validation and all kinds of stuff like that. Like so, they make social media out to be more than what it actually supposed to be. Like if you live your life on social media, you're using it in the wrong way. Like so, it's not going to turn out good for you. It's social media. Like you can be who you want to be on social media.
right. Yeah.
All right, let's get to some of these comments. Big Rose said, from your 20s up to your mid 30s, you don't even care about it. Once you get in your 40s, you become more private about your relationship biz. I can agree with that. Tiffany Ann says, social media will destroy relationships if you allow it. Set boundaries. Christine says, social media doesn't hurt or help my relationship. I use it for entertainment purposes. Big Roll double down said, Facebook can make you look foolish. As a mofo that gets in different relationships every 3 weeks, make up your mind, boo boo. Okay. He also said, what's funny is couples who post pictures together get their pics liked by the people they cheat with, laughing my ass off. Ain't that a fact? Nene said, I agree with you, old head. Latanya Fowler. Good evening, Latanya. That's a new name for us. She said, I'm going to say hurt because you need social media to help your relationship. And you got some reevaluating to do. All right. My personal opinion is that social media can only hurt your relationship. Like part of what Angry OG said is people use it for validation. If you don't post them, you hiding them. And at the end of the day, in my personal opinion, and I can only speak for me, I'm an extremely private person anyway. So I don't want my fucking business out there and who I'm doing it with and how I'm doing it and none of that shit out there on social media, because I feel like it's pointless. Because once you post something to social media, you allowing people to have an opinion on what it is that you have going on. And I could care less about anybody's opinion or validation of what I got going on in my personal life. The other thing is, if you with somebody who needs constant validation by you posting them or you making sure you posting each other, That's a problem. There's some insecurity issues there. Also, people who on social media who get upset if they partner like a certain picture or comment under other pictures, to me is asinine, and it's almost disrespectful to even question me about that. Like, I'm a grown ass man. I can like what I want to like. I'll comment on what I want to comment on. And ultimately, if I'm coming home to you and my priority is you, and I made the commitment to you, you either trust that and leave me alone about social media, or you don't, and we find other people to be involved with. I think social media ultimately hurts relationships that aren't built on a strong foundation, because if they were, you or that person wouldn't give a fuck about what you posting on social media and likes and all that other shit. So for me, social media, when it comes to relationships, I just rather not bother with it. And if you and if the person I'm with feels like they need that, then I'm definitely not the one for you, because I'm not doing it. And just being honest here, they said past pain equals privacy. So I had past pain about that shit. Posting, a girl I was messing with, and then looking like a total fucking idiot because she was fucking Tom, Dick, Harry, Stan, Dexter, and all the rest of the motherfuckers. Like Big Rose said, commenting on the picture and even doing business with some of these people. So at the end of the day, I'd rather keep my relationship offline, because once it's up there forever. Then you allow people to have an opinion on your relationship because you posted it publicly. And once people feel like they have an opinion, they feel like they can comment and say whatever they want to say. And I don't want to open up my relationship to bullshit like that. I just rather not. So that's just my opinion on it. We did get a couple more comments in. If somebody else wanted to elaborate, let me know. Big Rose said social media should be used for one thing and one thing only: entertainment. I would disagree. Entertainment.
Yo, why you letting Big Roll bully the goddamn comment section?
He probably the only one comment because he stay on social media, motherfucker.
Yeah, real right. He looked like he stay on social media.
He said he looked like he still. Hey, OG, what the fuck? Like, you want to read the comments? Read the comments. Roll ain't bullying.
You're reading them. You're reading them.
If you want to read them, read them.
I said you're letting him bully the comments. You read them. You put a fuck on there.
I'm reading them.
What you gonna change it for? You've been reading them. Keep reading them.
Thank you. He said hurt your relationship. Wildflower Liver said hurt your relationship. It take on comment or hold on. Let me start that over. Hurt your relationship. It take on comment or like to get a couple to argue.
Takes one comment, probably.
Emojis is fucking up relationships.
Emojis can't fuck up relationships.
Like, yeah, they can. Oh, you out here giving these bitches all the heart eyes.
You out here giving them heart eyes.
Come on,
Christine said, well said, big bro. Tiffany Ann said, my home I choose to spend my time with is my business. My memories and special moments are things that I don't feel like I need to share. I agree. Q said social media is for insecure people in a relationship. Nene shaking her head. Big Rose said, hold up. How the fuck I look like being on social media? She said, angry old head in his bag. Where the hell he go? Did he throw a tantrum? Nah, I did. I pulled him off screen so I could get through the comments. He just checked out.
He said, all right.
He said, you Facebook super tough guy. Damn, that's crazy. I ain't even say nothing tough. I just said you look like you be on social media. You don't.
He said, all right, youngin, don't make social media. Hey, no.
Don't make me social media, you.
He said joke, youngin. Big Roll is family show. That's our brother, man. He good.
Oh no, I know he family. That's why I'm picking with him.
Nene said, because you said one comment person, Shannon Biggest Schools around, you can read all. That's why old head said what he said. The comments on my screen are in order. If they out of order or he's seeing them differently, he can read them. How you look defending something? Q said, let me find out Angry Old Head on timeout. He definitely not. He just there you go, right there.
There you go.
Yeah, he ain't going nowhere. So social media, I don't know what the overall consensus is, but it seemed like most people said, in my opinion, or from what I'm hearing, social media either hurts or you shouldn't use it for anything other than its intended purposes. Because at the end of the day, I just don't think it's necessary to share everything online. That's how shit get fucked up, and you answering for, like Flight said, emojis. Like, to me, that's weird. And that's a lot of wasted energy on something that don't mean much in the grand scheme of things, right? Because even no matter what you put under a post, what does that mean? Like, that don't mean you and that person is involved or none of that shit. Oh shit.
You in trouble?
I'm in trouble like a motherfucker.
This show about to run extra long.
No, it's definitely not. I could take it. That's one thing. Accountability is big to me. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. I can accept that, and I can apologize. It's not that serious, right? So with that being said, we gonna move on to the next topic. But before we do, let's do this.
What's going on, y'all? It's your boy, comedian Top Flight. Make sure y'all check it out. The Big Exclusive Podcast on NG TV. Make sure y'all check it out. The Big Exclusive Podcast, NG TV. Let's go.
Okay.
All right, so what we talking about now? Jalen, you up next, man. What you want to talk about? We did the relationship. Could you date a celebrity?
Yeah, I want to hear the old heads' perspectives first, though.
Yeah, see that we've been trying to get to that topic.
Why they coming at you, Flake?
It's all good. And no, you know what? I'm
Keep pulling his head.
Damn, Flight, I didn't know your head was that big. That is wild.
Now I look like her profile picture.
Oh.
Wait, hold up, Flight. Hold up. Go ahead.
Salam alaikum.
How's it, brother?
I'm okay. Staff of law.
Chat, get off the hook. She had a good laugh about it.
Like, the brother's gonna come after you, man.
It's all good. I know how to.
They was after me a little while ago, man. I got them off my case though.
It got ran
I still got a question though. I'm trying to figure out, and I don't mean no disrespect, but what's the difference with the Muslims, with the dudes that got the little red beards? Like, are they like lieutenants? Huh?
The orange Kool-Aid in their beards?
Yeah, like they got the red.
But you know what's like? This is like every so often they have like a thing that they go through with their attire. Like one time they wear the high water pants or whatever, and then they wear the dress type thingy, or they're like you see with the kufis on. It's kind of cyclical with the outfits that they be wearing, and I don't get it.
Yeah, because I always wanted that. Like, I'm scared to ask. Like, is there like a level that you got to get the red beard? Because everybody don't have it.
Where do they get them turtles from? They be selling.
That was my next question. I was going to ask that too. The turtles is what
where the fuck is they getting the turtles from?
We've been canceled by the
LGBT. But last year,
canceled by the Gooch.
Last summer they were selling iguanas. They graduated to iguanas and shit.
Okay.
Where do they get this stuff from?
The Muslims.
Yeah, because I always wondered, like, I'd be like, damn, I love it. Like, I don't see that many with the dyed beards. And I'd be like, they must be like sergeants or something. Like,
yeah, lieutenants. You gotta have time in to get that. And why would you want to have an orange beard?
All right, I'm sorry. I always wondered that though. Like I'll be
I think
next time
I
when I
think
see the
you reach Grand Poobah status with that. Like
nobody beats the dude on Girard Avenue near the zoo though. He is the best.
oh, the Bean Pie Man.
The bean pie man. He been out there
Yeah.
for years. Y'all
So
talk about old school.
he not regular Muslim. He FOI.
Yeah, he real old
Yeah.
school right there.
He
He been
FOI.
out there for years.
He down with
Q
the
said,
food Islam, man.
Q said them fucking turtles, yo. I'm cracking the hell up.
Where the fuck they go?
Where
Cobb
they
Street
get
and
him
just
from?
and catch turtles up Cobb Street? Like where they get them from?
Christine said they put henna in their
henna.
beers. It's just preference.
Like we know what henna
Okay.
is. You know what henna is, like you talking about? Oh, okay. Like you know what it is. Like you can go in the
No,
cabinet
I
right now
don't
and
know
get
what
your.
henna is.
You can go in the. You can go in the.
Listen, I'm gonna Google it. I'm gonna just Google it.
Yeah,
Now I
I
know.
thought you
I
was
know
about
where
to
to
go in the
start now.
cabinet and pull the bottle out or something. Like, oh, I got some in the refrigerator.
Yeah, you know the Kool-Aid. The women used to do that
Yeah.
with their hair. Remember they put the Kool-Aid, the red Kool-Aid in their
Flight
hair.
gonna say, he said, fucking Flight gonna say Grand Poobah status, shaking my head. Oh man.
Kids nowadays will never know that we didn't have Google growing up. We couldn't just Google everything. I don't even know how we got answers back in the day. Like
The dictionary
the Encyclopedia Britannica.
And you couldn't afford the whole collection.
And you was
like
always,
you had to go to the library.
You always was missing half the fucking
Yeah,
book.
you had to go to the library where they buried the lies at.
All right, so
No,
what other
facts.
group we want to work on? We the Gooch didn't cancel us. The Muslims about to cancel us. What other group have we yet to offend on the podcast?
The Gooch not really after us. They
I'm about
wouldn't be
to say,
bothering them like
you
that.
might as well get you can get the
You'll
Chris.
be in the waiting room while you offend people. So
Let's
I
get the
get it.
Bible thumpers next week.
You can get the Christians too. What the hell is up with this pastor spitting in his hand and slapping his brother or something? He did some old crazy nonsense.
What
Talking
is
about
up
his
with
God.
the building fund, but the building don't never get remodeled?
Oh my
No, it get remodeled. It just goes to upgrade to the pastor's vehicle.
Yo, you know
Yeah,
what's
I can
funny?
believe that.
You know what was funny? I had seen, and I think I posted this shit last week, and it was like, pastor need a new car. Let's donate. They said, member, what did it say? Member need a new house, or somebody need a medical bill paid. Let's pray. Like, yo, I said that shit is wild, but I said, listen, don't shoot the messenger. Like, this just was funny as hell to me. But it's true though. Like the pastor needs something, we got to donate, hit the plate 9-10 times. Somebody light bill cut off and they need help. They're gonna let us pray. Let us pray for sister so and so, brother so and so. And at the end of the day,
He's gonna lay hands on you.
He's gonna lay hands on you. Right, exactly. Nene said my church remodeled, which watch your mouth. She said now we have a mortgage fund.
My church got an ATM in the back. And they got a surcharge. And they say Jesus.
Make sure you get that money up. You're gonna get that money up.
One way or another. Christine said y'all gonna have everybody hot on y'all asses. Yeah, pretty much. Like, I don't think that's nothing new though. But we talking about could you everybody correct Christine fact, could you date a celebrity? Right? So I think what brought this topic to mind is that I think I had saw Ice Cube and his wife. They just had an anniversary. There's something like 32 years or something like that. They've been together, and they were having a topic that was the topic of conversation on television. Like, yo, they've been together all this time. Like, how the fuck did they do it with Cube being famous basically since he was 18, 19, 20 years old? Snoop been with his wife for multiple decades, right? So the question is, like, all right, let's do this. First of all, in the chat, name your celebrity crush, right? If you in the chat, name your celebrity crush. And then the question is, could you see yourself like realistically dating that person like in real life? Jamie, who's your celebrity crush?
You gonna put me on the spot?
Denzel.
Denzel, Will Smith. Listen,
Oh yeah.
I
You
love
already
me
can
some.
have one.
I don't want y'all playing me for Will Smith because we already know he going through it in the media.
Damn.
So I'm gonna just leave him alone and stick with Denzel for now.
Yeah.
All right, Flight, who's your celebrity crush?
Give me Janet.
Janet Jackson?
She's
Okay.
still fine to this day.
To this day. Youngin, who's your celebrity crush?
Megan Good.
Megan. Oh, Megan.
No,
Good.
she's single
Okay.
now.
She definitely. Yeah, they just got they filed.
He's like, I know, I'm plotting.
Most people who know me know my celebrity crush is Angela Bassett. OG, who's your celebrity crush?
Nia Long.
Oh,
Nia
yes.
Long.
Yes.
Nia Long.
Oh, that's a good
Now,
one. That's a good one.
I ain't even
like,
into ladies, and
that's a
she
good
my
one.
celebrity crush.
yeah, she's the ageless wonder. Okay.
Her and Lorenz Tate, man, I don't know what.
Yeah, I don't know what the hell they eating, but I want
I'm
they
like,
guy.
bruh, Lorenz Tate look younger than he ever did. I'm like, I don't understand.
All right. So with that being said, I see people responding their celebrity crushes. Now, with that being said, and I want y'all to answer this question. If you posted who your celebrity crush is, could you honestly seeing yourself being with that person? Like for whatever reason you was able to get this person, could you see yourself being with that person and everything that comes along with being with that person?
Hold on, I gotta go off beat because they fighting in the chat.
It's a rumble. It's a rumble.
They rumbling.
Hold on, Melanie.
They rumbling about Stringer Bell, man. They're rumbling about Stringer Bell.
Q said me.
Stringer Bell.
And Christine said my celebrity crush is Idris and T.I. Tiff's celebrity crush is Jason Momoa.
He's single too.
Mel come back to my I got Idris Alba. Christine come back to my Nas. That's babe. Look, sis, I love you, but nah, he's mine's.
Got Brandy and Monica in the chat, y'all.
Keep sweating, LL Cool J. Somebody else joined the fight. Taffy Spencer said, yes, Idris.
Hey, you going after my
Living
man son,
said,
though?
John David Washington. Oh, that's Denzel Washington's son.
Listen, I got pops, you got son. That's what's up. That's what's
John
up.
David is actually a really good actor, too.
He sounds just like his dad. Is crazy.
Yeah, Nashua said 50 Cent.
Oh, nah, he too petty for me.
He too petty for me.
Too petty for me.
So now, like, seriously, answer the question. Knowing that they're famous worldwide, people always want their attention. They're always amazingly busy because they got to keep the brand up and the name up. And at the end of the day, whatever time they have left is with you. Now, I don't know nobody's schedule. People make their relationships work how they make them work. But I'm just asking flat out, y'all just named y'all celebrity crushes. Now answer the question, could you see yourself with that person realistically with their schedule? And then knowing that there's a possibility, because it's funny because most regular people, because of social media, have a wide range of exposure and easy access to a plethora of other people, right? But those people, like regular people, got to kind of like work for it for the most part. Celebrities don't got to work for it. They show up at the hotel after the show, after the premiere, like they run around throwing panties and shit at them. So could you handle that as, you know, realistically as a regular person and non-celebrity and not ever having that experience? Could you see yourself being in a relationship with your celebrity crush?
I wouldn't be able to do it. First of all, I like to be private. And the sex scenes and all that shit ain't happening. She would have to not have to do no sex scenes. That's the privacy part of it. I wouldn't be able to take. I wouldn't be able to cope with people in your face all day, every day when you go outside. You have no privacy once you leave out your house. I wouldn't be able to do it.
Jamie.
She can smut me though and just get it over with.
She can smut you and just get you.
Hey, OG, I'm with you on that one. Yeah, smut me out. Yeah, smut me all the way out. I'm with all that.
Jamie, Denzel.
Cannot deal with y'all right now. See, all right. Like, I want to say no because just nah. Like Denzel, listen. Denzel is my hall pass, and I don't even have a hall pass. So, but I know, you know what I mean. Like, if if he and I were to be together, I would probably not be able to take it. Because I mean, you look at Snoop and his wife. You know that man cheating on her. He sing about it. Like, and all these folks. I'm just saying, it's like I can't do it.
But why she can't be cheating on him though?
This
She might be, but you know for
So
a
why you
fact
give him the case first though? You gave the man the case first.
because
Yeah,
dudes will
like,
put
what's
this
up
stuff
with
in
that?
anything. I told you that
Y'all
last
go-
week.
Nah, man, I ain't gonna
We
go
had this
there. I ain't gonna
conversation
go there.
last week.
I ain't gonna go there. I'm gonna hurt some ladies' feelings there. I ain't gonna go there.
Talk about it.
That's messed up. That's you really.
Talk about it.
No facts though. Like how you can't just always get a man the case though. Like it's a shared effort in a relationship. That's why relationships don't work out. Cause everybody always making it one sided. That's the problem with us having a relationship between men and women. Like can't nobody never take accountability for what they did. Like that's the biggest problem. We always trying to put it on the next person, the next person, the next person. When you the problem, just say that, like, and figure out how you can fix the problem. But not to get off topic, but as far as me dating my celebrity crush, no, I'm with OGs. Just let me out. Give me that ass when I can get it. You know what I mean? Let me do all I can do, and I see you back on the next tour. Like you know, we just go from there. I can't date you.
Solid. Flight, could you see yourself dating your celebrity crush?
Oh yeah, because I'm in this business. I know what it takes, and I know the different obstacles and courses and things you got to do to get through. So more than anything, I would probably be her biggest support and try to take as much pressure off of her as possible. So when she do have the downtime and she do have time for each other, and we can tend to cherish them a little bit more. So
Aww.
yeah, I love the
Oh,
entertainment
he's
business.
tapped into
So
his love language.
I'm in it.
He
I'm
trying
in
to
it
pull
with you.
something. That's all.
I gotta tell
Like
you,
trying to
you're
get a
the last
woman
one I
tonight, man.
expected to go soft on that shit.
Huh? No, you gotta understand, man. Listen, I'm in this game. I ain't an A celebrity. I'm like E.
I was about to, you know what, I
That's what
was
I'm saying.
about to say something,
To it.
but I kept
Yeah.
it to myself. We
Hey,
can talk
like
about
I ain't A-lister.
So
Like I can maybe date a
Look, I'm
C-list or a
working my way.
D-list
I was
celebrity.
Z a few years ago. I was Z a few years
ain't,
ago.
ain't
I
no
don't
way to
work.
go but up from there.
See what I'm saying?
so
No way to
wait,
go but up.
so wait, Flight, as you know, I guess pretty much the only celebrity on the panel besides Jamyie.
Don't nobody know me.
Lies. You saw we was on that We Talk Weekly show together. Everybody was so happy to see Jamyie.
They just
Jamyie
haven't
like
seen me in a while. I'm not a celebrity.
Jamyie was like Dave Chappelle, like Bigfoot. She came back out of nowhere. Like
Word.
you was in Africa, Jamyie. But
Got
Flight,
abducted by the Illuminati.
yeah, exactly. They drafted you. Uh Latanya said E for enough. Like as so people like you was married, right? And as somebody who was constantly on the road because you were working comedian, like you always on the road, you always, traveling around the country doing your comedy. Like, how did that work with your wife? Did that
It
cause
didn't.
problem?
That's why he's not married no more.
He's like, that's why I'm single. Like,
It didn't. No, I mean, I ain't ashamed to say it, but it takes a strong individual to be with a celebrity. Like I said, I'm not an A-lister, but in Jesus' time and when he say I'm ready to be I'm gonna be an A. But for right now, you got to understand, man, it's a lot of time, effort, and energy when you're chasing your dream, and the closer you get to it, the harder things get. So that person that you're with has to sacrifice a lot, just like you have to sacrifice a lot. So if it's not an understanding or communication or a 50-50 thing, then it's not going to work. And that's why my marriage didn't work, because we didn't communicate. It wasn't 50-50. So it was an ultimatum. Either you going to stop doing all these shows, or so guess what I'm going to do? Keep doing these goddamn shows.
I'm like, fuck you and fuck that too.
I
All right.
agree.
Nah,
So-
but you got to understand the way you start is the way you finish. When you sign up for this, if I laid it out on the table and I tell you that this is the part of my life, every weekend I'm gonna be going somewhere. So the beauty in it is, come with me. Like, travel the world with me. I want to see you. You know what I'm saying? I'm giving you an opportunity for both of us. You say you want to do things and you want to travel and you want to see the world. Here's a golden opportunity. You ain't got to pay for nothing. It's beautiful. So if you're not willing to do that, then all right, well, I guess you'll be home on the weekend because I'm going to Miami. I'm going to New Orleans. I'm going to Houston. I'm going to the islands. I'm going on this cruise. I'm moving around.
Would
Flight,
you commit suicide again?
Will I commit suicide again?
Yeah.
I'm not even gonna lie. I would say yes.
You got
Because
wait. Give people context because we got new people probably on. They don't understand what suicide is. OG, what's committing suicide?
Get married.
so
Man, that's suicide.
Yeah.
That's what I said, right? I was like, damn, like,
Wow.
wow.
You just killed yourself.
How?
Hold on,
You killed yourself.
Flight. Finish the thought, Flight. Finish the thought.
Okay.
oh no, I'm just saying if that person is not, yeah, I'm a celebrity, so you have to understand that there's perks and then there's pros and there's cons that come with this lifestyle. You know what I'm saying? So it takes a strong individual. If I tell you from the jump, this is my life, this is what I'm doing, this how I'm doing it, this the way I move, so forth and so on. So I'm giving you an opportunity to make a decision. And when time goes on, now all of a sudden you're not interested or wanting to be a part of it. And whose fault is that? Because over time, I'm gonna continue to keep elevating. I told you I was a Z a few years ago. I don't work my way all the way down to a B or C. You know what I'm saying? It's levels to it.
All right, so I do have one more question, but I want to get to some of these comments right quick. Latanya Fowler said, "Nah, I couldn't. I feel like your lifestyle should be somewhat compatible, so you have to make a 360 to adjust to your life." Big Rose said, "Yup, I'm going to be Oprah lover or her security."
You look like her twin brother.
Hey yo,
Yeah.
that's out of pocket. Melanie Scott said couldn't handle it. Wildflower Living said Nas is another one. I guess that's Celebrity Crush. Nene laughing. Christine said I wouldn't date them. I just lust on them. Oh, Q about to ruffle some feathers. She said, "Ooh, Denzel. I never understood that. Laugh out loud." Christine says Snoop's wife probably be
Yeah, Christine.
banging the
Yep.
pool boy while he on the road. She said, "Okay, young and talk heavy." Q said, "I think one would have to understand or be in the business to be able to deal. It's a lot that comes with that." I agree. Nene said it didn't. He got a divorce. Stacy Sharice says, "At the end of the day, celebrities are still regular people. I think it's unfair to rule them out just because of their celebrity status. It's all a matter of trusting and supporting your mate."
Same thing I said.
But can I chime in on that though?
Yeah.
That be the problem with the whole trying to date a celebrity as a regular human being. Like, it's always going to be that kind of a status that they're going to need. So if you're a regular Joe that's going out in the street, like I said, I wanted to date Megan Good. I know Megan Good at the end of the day, she got 100 times more than going on what I got going on. Like, she can't relate to me on an everyday level, but people in her world can. That's why a lot of times when you see some of these celebrity relationships, it be publicity for the next person to go on ahead to get ahead, and the next thing you know, six months to a year from now, oh, this one is divorced, or this one is on child support now. He got to give up millions for this, that, and the third. Like, it's a lot to go with that. So status is really one of the biggest things that's always going to be the issue with a regular person dating a celebrity. Like, that's just really what it is. Like, in my opinion, they don't got nothing to do with trust and support. The trust and support is there regardless. But at
It's
the
a
same
business.
time, it's like business.
Yeah, Nene said,
This
"Flight,
is
you
what
did
happens.
the right thing." Melanie Scott said, "Oh, I would have to be on the plane right with you." Nene said, "Damn." Wildflower Living said, "Brutal term." I'm trying to figure out what term you talking to. Let us know what term.
Probably suicide.
Oh
Because
yeah.
women
That's right.
don't agree with that because they was brought up, go out there and get you a husband and get married and all that. all that bullshit. We wasn't raised that way.
Big
We just was
Rose
dumb
said,
enough to go along with it.
angry coming at my neck heavy tonight. All right, bow-legged Lou, I got you, Unc. Laugh out loud. He also said, gotta have a certain amount of confidence to date a celeb because if y'all on a date, it's 90% chance nobody's gonna pay you no mind at all.
Like, can you hold the camera for us? Like,
Yeah.
Right.
What's
Take this picture for us. Let me get Q commenting. I got a question for you, Flight. Q said, unfortunately, there's nothing regular when one is a celebrity. That's out the door. I agree. So Flight, here's a question for you, right? Do you feel like your wife's insecurities were founded because you're a celebrity and you have a lot more access? Like you said, she wasn't going on many trips with you to these shows and to these places. Did you ever take advantage of the opportunity, i.e. groupies? Like, you getting divorced now, so I'm guessing it don't matter. But is the temptation greater?
Like, don't do it. You remember what happened to you Thursday? Fucking with him. He tried to line you up again. He's
shaping me up. Look, he got the razor right now. He doing a little white chalk line.
First of all, everybody who wasn't at the live, fuck you. Okay. You have to make it out to a live taping of the podcast. The live show is always fun. We always have dope swag. Shout out to Punchline Philly for having us. Shout out to Top Flight for lining it up. Shout out to American Me, and shout out to Nate the Landlord. If you're not following him, hit up his Instagram or Facebook, Nate the Landlord. Funny comedian. And Flight did his damn thing as host as usual. So whenever you guys see these guys on the flyer, or
Mr. Butterup like to try to get you to answer it.
If we put it out there that we're doing a live podcast,
come on, man, bring it on.
Make sure y'all come down to the live podcast and have some fun with us. It's enough space to where as though we social distance so you can be comfortable. I got a feeling we'll be back down Punchline or we'll be throwing something real soon. Maybe back at the Cigar Lounge. I did tell Uncle Shug that we was coming back there. Nene talk about, fuck you, bro. I had COVID. He said the landlord is dope, funny as hell. So Flight.
Yes.
Now, you got to understand that that's a legitimate question. That's what people are going to ask. I'm speaking for the people. Is you taking advantage?
What's the question?
Do you take advantage of your celebrity status?
Yeah, for different things, but not women. No, I wouldn't do that to women, but have I been in places?
Good answer, Flight. He tried to line you up, man.
Have I been in places where people know me and I've gotten bills paid for me? I've been in places where it happened to me recently. I was in the airport and somebody did actually ask me to take a picture with them. It felt good. So stuff like that, yeah, it has its perks. But as far as taking advantage of women, nah, it's not my cup of tea because I was raised differently. I'm not into that, and I had groupies for different purposes, not so much sexual or trying to get attention from them. I just would I wouldn't even say use, have them support what I'm doing because they know a lot of people, or they can come to the event and bring people out, have a good time. So the perks was I make sure they have VIP treatment. I make sure, buy them a bottle. I'll treat them with royalty because they're supporting what I'm doing. It's no different from what I've seen you do when you invite people out. I've seen you. Hey, I got the bill. Everybody.
But you didn't see what he did afterwards, though.
That ain't none of my business what he did afterwards.
So
but again,
what I do afterwards? The fuck did I do afterwards?
So no groupies for Top Flight. So anybody hitting up my inbox, 9 times out of 10, I'm probably going to ignore you because I'm just not interested in that. So yeah. But now back to your question: would I get married again and commit suicide? There you go.
Yeah, would you commit suicide again?
Yes, I am more than willing to commit suicide. The first time I hung myself, hopefully this time I don't take a gun and blow my head. But nah, I'm interested. I'm definitely want to do it. I don't want to grow old and be by myself. I believe in marriage. Believe it or not, I tried to save my first marriage, but God told me it wasn't for me. I left her out. I left him out, and that's why he removed me. So this time around, I'm gonna take the experience that I got from my first marriage, and I'm gonna implement it into my second. So all the
OG,
dumb shit that I
And then
did in
you're
the
gonna be a
first one,
two-time loser.
OG,
a
would you
two-time
get
loser?
married again?
No.
Yeah.
Would you get married
Huh?
again, OG?
Nah,
Nah.
nah.
Jamyie is happily married, so we're gonna leave
Damn,
her
sound
out of
like she
that.
broke your heart.
Jalen, as our resident young man on the podcast and on the panel tonight, right? Do you look forward to being in a marriage?
Yeah, I do. I look forward to
How
being in a
old are you?
marriage
How
and
old are you,
having
Jalen?
a couple kids
How old are you?
around too. 28.
All right, talk to me when you get 40 after you get married and divorced. And when you be 40, just hit me up. Let me know how it went for you.
Well, can
Because
we
it's in
talk
your
about why
future.
you got divorced? Cause you
It's in your future.
heavily on
Don't listen to him,
the
Jalen. Don't listen to him.
negative
Be
side of
happy.
marriage.
Listen, over 50% of marriages end in divorce. Over 50%.
I'm a glass full, half
That's
full.
Right though.
that's just a fact though. Because it's like that shit is antiquated, man. It's bound to fail. Like it's a setup for a failure. Like it's just
Hey man, Carl
Well, you know
Thomas is having a concert
when you think
next week
the worst always tends to happen.
because you emotional, boy. I'm
I
emotional,
I'm not emotional. I'm speaking
and I
facts.
wish I never met her
That was
at
you.
Fact
That's
though,
you.
that's very that's opinion. That's opinion based. That's not really fact. That's just opinion
And
based
it's
on your
my opinion, and
situation.
I'm speaking it.
Yeah, it is.
I'm
So
speaking, but the
Yeah,
fact
but
is that
your
no. Now the fact that I spit that I
man.
said was a fact was the divorce rate. That's a fact. That's not my
I
opinion.
can't
That's a
wait.
fact. You can look that up.
I can't wait till some lady weasels
it
her
could
way
be a
into your heart
fact.
and you
I
like,
mean, it
damn,
could
I
be a
gotta
fact
marry this chick. I can't wait.
that's what's the name that's out there.
Yeah,
But
that's
what's the
possible, but
reason
I'm not
though?
gonna get married though.
But what's the reason though?
I'm
Oh,
I'm never
I
getting
never
married
heard that.
because I don't. It's not for me. Everything ain't for everybody.
You kind of vague on the answer. I get you though. I
No, it
got
was
you.
simple and plain. It's not for me. Like what's vague about that? Like I can't say it no more.
But what about it? What about it's not for you? The long
The
term,
whole concept is not
the
for me.
commitment, like
The
the
concept, the
communication.
concept, the
What about
concept
the
of marriage
concept?
is
What about the
antiquated and it's
concept?
not for me. It's not attainable. You're 27. I got kids older than you. You'll see. You'll see.
Nene said, "What part is
Trust
not
me.
for you?"
The whole marriage, the commitment.
That's
You
what you
know,
see. I'm not the
the
only
one
one.
woman, to one man. That shit is not going to work. It's out here like it just don't. It's not set up to work. It's set up for failure. Like men, it's just in your nature to stray. Honestly, it's in your
I mean, you
nature
could.
to be with more than one person.
Even polygamy. Then
OG,
that's what
you
that
out
is.
here being
Just
a
conversation.
whore and you out here selling turtles.
No, I got something else to sell. It ain't no motherfucking turtle though. A turtle
Ho-
ain't profitable.
Hold on, Jalen.
Ain't enough money for me.
I asked the question, and I got another one for you. Okay, it's just a follow up.
Yeah, go ahead.
But I just want to get a
Gotcha.
couple comments in right quick. Christine said, "Marriage is what you make it. It's not easy, but if it's worth it, you make it work. As long as both parties are trying, it can be one side. It can't be one sided. I'm sorry." Q said, "I don't agree. Your marriage
Exactly.
is what you make it. Don't allow this world to scare you out of that blessing."
How was it a blessing?
Nene said, "Oh, you
It's
want to
cool.
teabag all the hoes?" Hey yo,
How was it a blessing though?
Why wouldn't
that
it?
question,
Why wouldn't
that
it be a
question is
blessing?
so. Jalen,
You
you can.
answer the question with a question, bro. I asked how is it a blessing?
I ain't asked that question though. That's the crazy
I
part.
asked it and you answered it with a question. So
Because
I asked why is it a blessing? You said why isn't it not?
So
Expound on it.
it's a blessing because you're giving you found someone that you want to be compatible, that you can see yourself with and spend the rest of your life with.
You can do that without being
individual.
married.
Hold on, brother.
You can do that
Hold
without
on.
being married.
Okay, that's fine too. But again, you go before God and you give your vows and you ask God to place the love, the happiness, and all the joy into each other that y'all can be equally yoked and fulfill each other's cup up with nothing but love for many years until death do you part. Okay?
Suppose you don't believe in
That's
God.
the
Who you going to go in
blessing.
front of then?
I'm sorry?
You said you go in front of God. Suppose you don't believe in God. Who do you go in front of then?
Then you go in front of that individual that you
Yourself
love.
matter.
Yeah.
But you don't have to be married to love somebody. All that stuff you just said, you don't have to be married to do.
You're
You
right,
really
you
don't.
don't.
But even if you're not married and doing that, it's a
It's still the same
95%
thing.
chance
It's
that that
still a
shit ain't gonna
commitment.
work out.
That's hence what I
Not gonna
said.
work out.
So what's the blessing in marriage when you can get the same thing from not being married?
The blessing of marriage
You can
is
spend
that
your
you
life
got
with somebody
somebody.
without being
But
married to
wait,
them.
but
So wait, hold
the
on
blessing
one
of marriage.
second. Hold on one
What?
second. Hold on one second.
What?
It's
Ask
people
me.
out there who are feverishly trying to get this information. Let's remember,
Oh, go ahead.
what this is. We got to stay respectful. Like, let's let OG get his point across. Let him address what the people are saying, and then Jalen, I'm gonna let you
Mhm.
come back in, and then I'm gonna get to some of these comments because they coming in fast and furious. So at the end of the day, OG, bottom line that
Yeah.
shit for us.
You don't have to be married to spend the rest of your life with somebody. Is what I'm saying. You can find somebody that you can vibe with, that you're compatible with, that you can love. You don't have to marry them. And there's no difference between a marriage and a relationship. The only thing's different when you marry, you just sign on the dotted line. That's all. That just makes it, them be able to, one of y'all be able to take somebody's shit when they die, or if you leave or whatever. But if you with somebody, you don't have to be married to them. Y'all can do the same thing. Like, it's nothing that a married person can do that somebody that's not married can do. You can do the same thing.
All right,
What can you
Jalen.
do with your wife that you can't do with your woman?
It's called a business, bro. It's called a contract. It's called a commitment. It's called an understanding. If I got
You can
it's
have all of that
paperwork.
without getting married.
Yeah, no, actually you can't, because if somebody does die and you build all these things together, then anybody can come and take whatever, all the
You can,
stuff
you
that
can you
y'all
can write
built.
that shit up without being married, Flight. You can go to the lawyer and write all that shit up and don't have to be married.
Then that's the same thing. So if you
It's not
taking that
it's not
same,
marriage.
if you
It's
take, hold
not
on,
marriage.
brother,
You
hold
said the
on. If
business
you
part of
taking
it,
that
you can
same
sign on the
energy to
dotted
go
line.
do, if you taking that same energy to do all that, then why not just go ahead and just commit to somebody? That's the
Why?
same thing. It's the
What I'm
same
saying is you
thing.
don't have to be married to do all of that. You
Right,
don't.
but I'm saying if I'm sitting here
I'm
and I'm
trying to
saying, oh
figure out the
yeah,
blessing.
sign this, and when I die, I
What's
want you
the
to have
blessing?
this. We ain't gonna get married.
What
Ain't
is
no
the
woman
blessing?
gonna stick around for that,
I'm
bro.
waiting for the blessing.
So hold on. Can I ask a question? Can I
Ain't no
interject?
woman gonna
Hold
stick
on.
around and do that.
Can I interject for a second and ask a question? So I agree with OG, right?
Oh my God, I thought better of
Here's
you. God
here's
Jalen,
damn.
you weren't even old enough to speak on this topic, man.
so wait,
You
hold
still
on.
wet behind
I,
the ears.
Hold
Cut
on,
it out,
hold
man.
on, hold
no,
on, hold on, hold on, hold on, hold
go
on,
ahead.
hold on.
Go ahead.
Here's the thing. I agree with OG. The question I'm asking Flight, right? The question I'm asking Flight, and then again, just let him respond, and we're gonna come back. I agree with OG, right? And I'll get into my whole thing, but I'm super interested in hearing what y'all have to say. So Flight, OG's whole point is you don't need a marriage life to commit yourself to somebody for the rest of your life. Now, the question I have is what are you committed to before you ever decide to get married? Because nobody enters into a relationship and say, yo, we just met, let's get married. Or when they decide to commit to each other, nobody just says, let's go get married. The point is, what's the point of having the marriage and the ceremony if you can have everything else without ever even without spending $100,000 to have a wedding? Because you still can commit to somebody. Now, you remember back in the day, we weren't allowed to be married and all that. Motherfuckers jumped the broom and shared the hog mogs and the chitlins and shit like that. So the point I'm trying to make is it really that important to have that type of ceremony and all that other stuff that comes with a traditional marriage and wedding for you to have a commitment to somebody?
No, I didn't have the traditional wedding. We had an understanding, and we eloped, as they call it, and we went and got married. We didn't spend a bunch of money. It cost us $300-400 to get our marriage because we just wanted it to be us, because that's what it's going to be, just us. So it wasn't all about the glitz and glamour, because all that stuff is, yeah, it's for the women, and that's some women or all, they have the fairy tale wedding. So it's not always about all these different things. Yeah, you can have all that without a marriage, but sometimes most women, and it's definitely geared towards women, but we have to have an understanding. It's a business, and as a business and as my business partner, let's do everything the right way. So if I'm willing to sign all these documents and not give the part of the marriage, the commitment part, then it kind of defeats the purpose, because you're going to go down to wherever you're going to go. If I die and something happened to me, I want her to have this, this, and this. But I'm not willing to marry her. I'm willing to give her all my shit, but I'm not willing to have her have my last name, or I'm not willing to commit to her fully, because that's what it's about. It's a commitment. So yeah, you can commit to somebody and not legally be married, but women want that. They want that understanding. They need
I don't
that.
think they want to be looked at as a business either, though.
Huh?
I don't think they want to be looked at as a business.
Okay, well, I mean, to each his own. It's all about how you word it, and all about everybody's. Like you said, everybody's different. So in the beginning, I view it as a business. It's a business because
Go
you're
ahead.
my
I'm sorry.
business partner.
Finish that
You're
thought.
my
Go ahead.
you're my business partner. Everything we do in life has to get it. You have to get an understanding of what it is that you're doing. So as my business partner, what are we doing as far as insurance? What are we doing as far as our living arrangement? What is we doing as far as our finances? These are all the things that you talk about as a team. That's what a team is, to get an understanding of each other so we can work this out and figure it out. That you're my partner, no different from a business partner. That's just how I view it. Now, it's no right or wrong. Like you said, everybody has their view on how they want to word it, classify it, or look at it. Some people say half full, some people say half empty. It's all about what you and that individual view it, how you want to go about it, and what you want to do with it. That's
More
all.
power to you with your second marriage, my brother.
Ain't no gonna be no time soon, I can tell you that. I'm still trying to get out the first one.
Yeah,
More
More
power to
power
you
to
and
you
good
out
luck.
here in these
that's
streets,
And
motherfucker.
good luck.
all right. So I was thinking, and I know Jalen disappointed, and we gonna come to you right after this, Jalen. Because some of these some of these comments, I want to get to them because the people are just as a big part of the show as everybody here. Let's go to Q said, and you must put God in it. At the end of the day, you're under a contract with God. Oh, that 50% going straight to hell. Then that more than 50% fucked up. Tiff said, I would definitely remarry. I'm older and more mature to handle the ups and downs. Every day is work. It's a beautiful thing to share your life with someone. Okay. Cute and went biblical. She said 1 Peter chapter 3, verse 7. Hopefully I read that right. Wildflower Living said he going to find someone and going to become a softie.
I'm with her on that
I'm
one.
not
That's what
going
I
to get
said. I'm
married.
like, wait till that lady gets into your heart, and you like, man,
Listen,
listen,
I had people in my heart before I'm not getting married. Like it's just overrated for real, for real. It ain't what it was was meant to be. It's really not.
I disagree.
All right, Dawn said flight is right. A threefold card cannot be good into two.
What?
Decipher that. Big Rose said our experiences dictate our opinions in life, but regardless of our baggage, we shouldn't let that dictate, meaning someone new who could be your soulmate.
I
Okay.
like that answer.
Big Ro also
Y'all be
says
watching too many Hallmark movies and shit. Like
it take a lifetime to meet the right
Watch
person
Hallmark.
for you. Christine said yes, flight. I was about to say the same thing. Nene shaking her head. She like, oh my God. Taffy Spencer says, wow. Stacy said, I must say, I can understand OG's perspective. It's his personal preference. Nene said, life partner. Latanya says, yup, it's very important if you believe in God. The marriage certificate is the business portion, but exchanging vows under God is key. Nene said, yes. Smoke, Mr. Victor Newman said, fuck marriage.
My man, my man, Victor
He
Newman,
said,
my
all
man.
my life, all my life, an old head will never be a softie. She's no OG, and I can agree to that. Don, you know the topic good when the executive producer got to get in on the conversation. I keep telling his ass, put a mic in front of him. He said, you can take DMX argument between OG
I
and
know.
Fly. That literally happened, and you see what his life partner went through. That was a function of him just exclusively not having his affairs in order. So now I guess I just woke some people up when I said I agree with OG. Somebody
But
mic is
guess what? Guess
whose
what?
mic
Guess
is
what, Shan? It's other people that do, but just won't come out and say. That's
yeah,
all.
yeah, that's on other people who afraid to express themselves in that manner. That's on them. And me personally, I agree with OG, right? And here's what it is for me. Now, I'm not saying I will never get married because I believe I will, and I actually want to. The part for me that's kind of I look at sideways is those whole vow things because I haven't met or I don't know anybody who's ever been able to live up to those vows. People always say marriage is hard, right? And marriage is
It
hard.
shouldn't be.
Why is it hard? It's hard because you're trying to live up to those vows set forth. If I'm ever going to jump the broom and get married, it's going to be completely defined. Vows are going to be written out by us and what it is that we want and what we decide our relationship is. I don't need the government to say how I feel and what level of commitment I have for somebody I appreciate and I love. And like OG said, anything that you want can be worked out between you and the lawyer, and the paperwork can be drawn up, power of attorney, and everything else. You absolutely do not need a marriage certificate to make happen. Certificate to me does not signify commitment to anybody. It's too
It ain't
easy
worth
to
the
get
paper it's
one.
written on.
It's too easy to get one. It's inexpensive to get one, and 50%, more than 50% of them get ripped up any fucking way. So marriage certificate to me and committing yourself to somebody by way of a ceremonial marriage doesn't mean anything to me. I'm the sum total of my personal experiences, right? And to me, the level of commitment I need is not validated or won't change a person's level of commitment to me just having a piece of paper. If the person is going to be with you, they're going to be with you. Nowadays, there's so many classifications of relationships. One person's definition of marriage is not the next person's definition of marriage. And I think ultimately everybody who's considering getting married need to have this conversation on what the expectations of the marriage is. People
It's
get
not that
married,
white picket fence
they
shit.
don't. It's definitely no white picket fence shit. It's not a Disney movie with a happily ever after. And Jamie, I don't mean to discourage you if this is because you look very happy, and I'm very what I see
You
from you
notice I've
guys
been
on
sitting here
social media.
quietly
You
for a
guys
reason.
look like at the end of the day, you guys found each other and it works. I think that percentage of people who find that person who understands them. A lot of times, people run around here looking for relationships they see on social media. That's not realistic. People are only
Yeah.
showing you the very best moments,
The
right?
two
These
minutes.
are
The
snaps.
2 minutes out of the
These
day.
are snapshots of people's fucking lives, and you got people running around here talking about relationship goals. Well, what's the goal? To fucking take a picture on the beach in a bikini and look happy? That's not the goal. The goal should be to find somebody you can walk with through life where you guys have an understanding, where your job is to understand that that person is a seed that needs to be watered in the specific ways that she needs to be watered, and vice versa. People keep running around here worried about a marriage certificate like that's going to validate the way somebody feels about you, like it's going to validate somebody's commitment to you. None of that shit validates somebody's internal workings and how they feel about you. Okay. So for me, the idea of marriage is cool. The vows are antiquated. It's something that I would do, but only if defined by me and that person, because every fucking commitment, every relationship is not cookie cutter. Every relationship is a living, organic thing that grows, matures, and evolves if two people
and
are
it's
working
different.
at it. Jalen, I know you're disappointed, bro. Talk to me.
No, I ain't disappointed in you at all. I mean, it's your preference, but the whole thing is trying to say, like, or trying to coach people in that, marriage, isn't a good thing. Like, that's bullshit. 'Cause at the end of the day, like, if you're able to share your life with somebody that really completes you, I mean, the marriage shit is just like top flight shit. That's really for the females. Like, that's the cute shit is really for them. But the rational part of it and the words and what comes behind the relationship, that's us, because as men we're the leaders. So, and the women are going to follow. So at the end of the day, I mean, I want to get married because I want to
You
be
guys
somebody that
keep
completes me.
you guys are making that statement, and it's blowing my mind right now. You guys are making the argument for marriage, but you say that's mostly for the women. Do you think the
But the
woman
man has to get married also.
do you think the woman that you going to marry is going to be okay with you saying, like, yo, this is your thing, is for you, just I'm gonna just show up and I'm gonna just be there? No.
No,
In
No,
my
I'm
instance,
not. No,
I want to
what
be
I'm
just
saying is, no,
excited
I'm not
about
saying.
that
I'm not.
union and that commitment as they are. And if that's the case, why even do it?
why are you doing it? Like,
No, I'm not. I'm not saying it in that sense. Like, all right, like prime example. Take the prom as an example. On prom. Prom is a time where everybody get to show out, show off they suits, they dresses and shit like that. What car you driving and all that. Like, it's cute shit. Like, I mean, as men, like, for that example, yeah, it's a lot of men out here that I could say that like to dress and shit like that to show off the outfits, but the prom really is for the females. Like, it's cute shit for them. Like, I'm gonna take part in it because it's an experience that I can enjoy in, but
but you're not going to
the
dress up for
most
that
No,
part
prom.
is
you
is
talk
You're
for the
not
no,
going to
no,
dress
no.
up for that prom.
Hold on,
I
You're not going to dress up for that prom as a
why
guy.
not?
You
bro.
just
You
said it's for the
talking about,
female. So what you dressed up
Yeah,
for?
yeah.
bro. You talking about?
What you
We
mean what I'm
talking about?
dressing up for? I gotta match her fly, right?
You just said it's for her. Like, you said that's
I gotta
cute shit.
match,
It's for
but
the
I gotta
female.
match her. I gotta match her fly, right? Because I'm a splitting image of her, just like she's a splitting image of me. So I gotta match that.
That's
So
not
You
hold
what you
on,
said.
so
hold
all
on,
right.
hold
So
on, hold
all
on,
right.
hold
So
on, hold on, hold on.
let's take the weight off me because we keep talking about the marriage. We keep talking about this marriage thing is like a bad thing. Like, you haven't even given a good answer
Nobody
on
said
why
it
it's a
was bad.
bad thing.
Who said it was bad? And nobody's coaching. To each his own. To each
No,
his own. If you want
You
to get
said it
married, I
was
said go
bad,
ahead and get married and talk to me when you're 40.
see,
but
I think,
why you wishing the worst so
How am
easily
I
though?
wishing the
Like,
worst?
that's
I
what I'm
said
saying.
talk to me
Like, you
when you're
wishing
40
you
and let me know how it work out for you.
yeah, but you saying when I'm
That's
divorced
all.
though.
That ain't
like
wishing bad on you.
like
I said get married and talk to me when you're 40.
you
How was that wishing bad?
you
I
wishing
don't wish bad
divorce
on
so
nobody.
hard. You
No,
wishing
I ain't. I
Jared,
don't wish
I'm on your
bad on
you
page.
wishing
nobody. I don't want
divorce so
nobody to
hard.
do that.
I'm on your
all
It's
page,
right.
Jaden.
already bad enough out here. Like, why would I want you
Hold
to
on,
do that? Like,
hold on one second. Hold on one second. I want to get to a couple comments, and then we gonna come back and we gonna go into something else. But Q said, "Who did you dirty, old head? Laugh out loud."
and
Angry
the
and
crazy part about it is,
congratulating you,
I didn't even get done dirty. I did the
and
dirt.
Well,
Taffy
that's the
Spencer
problem right
said,
there. Then you at least
I
you
did
at
the
least
dirt.
you at least you told the truth.
Yeah, I ain't gonna never lie. I did the dirt.
Taffy Spencer said, seems like OG is basing his overall perception of marriage on his own bad experience.
And that's what you said. And that's
Exactly.
where you get that's where you get your perspective from, right? Yeah, I can't base mine off of nothing you went through, Shannon. I can't base mine off of nothing Flight went through. I can't base my perspective off of nothing nobody else went through. This is my own perspective, and it's my prerogative, my opinion, and I'm speaking it. And if you don't agree with it, that's fine. If you agree with it, that's also fine. But
But
I'm
you
gonna
just
say
said
how I think.
but you just said it was but you said it just documented that 50% of marriages didn't work. So
Look it up. Google it. You got a smartphone. Don't let your phone be smarter than you. Google it. Google it. And tell me if I'm
I
wrong.
don't listen to
Look,
everything that I say because that's
Tell me if
bullshit.
I'm wrong. Google it and tell me if I'm wrong.
at
That's
the end of the
bullshit.
day, Statistics or not, 50% or not, at the end of the day, what everybody said in the chat is right. Marriage is what you make it.
It's your own thing. Yeah.
If you put the effort into it, if you put the energy into it, if your
saying.
partner is matching your energy and your effort, then it's worth it to get married. You found somebody that you can spend your life with, somebody that understands you, somebody that when the times get hard, they're not going to pack up their stuff and just leave because you guys are married. That means you've committed to working this out with that other person, to realizing that whatever arguments it is that you guys are getting into is smaller than your relationship. So you're putting your relationship over all the trials and tribulations that life is going to throw at you because that's somebody that's walking with you. That's somebody that's going to build you up. That's somebody who is going to help you.
Mhm.
You know, I got married and you guys will probably laugh at me, but I got double married. We got married on paper years before. I just had my ceremony last year. So I was already married when I walked down the aisle.
There's nothing wrong with that. That's how you wanted to play out.
But
That's what you wanted to do. Like
at the end of the day, you know.
But you can do all of that without being married. All that stuff you just ran down.
Listen. I don't let you run this whole conversation. Let me say what I got to say. You done ran this.
I let you say
like 20 minutes. I wasn't finished. You cut me off. So at the end of the day, what you put into marriage is what you get out of it. And if somebody doesn't want to get married, that's your business. But I'm not for sitting here and you know, saying, oh, 50% of marriages go into divorce. Okay, that might be the statistic. But at the end of the day, statistics is just numbers. You can beat statistics. You don't have to be that statistic. There's a reason why we break cycles, why we break chains, why we don't live up to different things. You know, we don't have to be what the statistics say. And until people stop letting statistics dictate their life, then that's what we're going to be at. But for me, I don't give a damn if 92% of marriages fail. I'm going to be that 8%. Because I'm putting the effort in to make it work. And I trust who I picked as a partner. And I'm getting the same energy out of him. And I only hope that somebody else in this world can feel that same thing because that's what people need. You need somebody that's matching your energy and matching the effort that you're putting out. When you get in one-sided marriage, that shit don't work. When you got two people who are committed to making it work over everything else that life is going to throw at you, like cancer, like all this other shit, that's important. And that's a big deal. And I don't want somebody who's my business partner to support me. I want somebody who's my husband. I want somebody who I can follow, who's going to lead me, who's going to be the head of the household, who I can be, you know, I don't want to say subservient, but who I can look to as a leader. And that's not a business partner. I'm not moving in with my business partner. I'm not starting a family with my business partner. I'm starting a family with my husband. I'm starting a family with my best friend. I'm starting a family, building a business and creating what I need to create with a life partner. That's what I'm doing. Now, whether or not you believe in marriage, that's your business. That's all on you. But that's what I think and that's what I feel. And everybody's entitled to what they feel. And I was trying to be quiet, but I was like, you know what? I'm going to say something.
No, you have to speak your piece.
I did.
That's your perspective. You have a right to speak your perspective. That's your event. That's how you view it. You speak on how you view it. I'll speak on how I view it. And it ain't no hard feelings.
None at all.
I want to hear this because you sound like a cheater.
Who? Who sound like a cheater?
Because he said he did his dirt. He was the one that was doing the dirt.
Oh.
So you never cheated?
Doing your dirt.
Let me ask you, did you ever cheat?
I'm not married.
Neither am I.
I don't have.
You said I sound like a cheater.
Oh wait. Like you said,
you said I sound like a cheater, right?
I'm not married, so I had the option because in my
or have you ever been in a relationship?
Oh wait.
No, have you ever been in a relationship?
So,
huh?
Yeah, I've been in a 4-year relationship.
Have you cheated? Don't kill yourself by saying you cheated on here. We could talk off the screen.
Yeah, I've cheated. Listen.
So what's the difference?
Cheated.
You said I sound like a cheater.
Oh wait. Time out. Wait.
What's the difference?
You trying to cut me off? Let me get my answer out. So
no, we having a conversation. I can't cut you off when we having a conversation.
Tell me I'm wrong or right.
What?
No, that's how the conversation become combative because I can't get my point across. Just like
you speaking with your hands first of all. If you got to speak with your hands, you can't speak. I'm looking at your hands and I can't hear what you're saying, bro.
OG, Jalen, 1 second. 1 second. 1 second, okay? 1 second.
What's up?
What's going on? It's your boy Big Exclusive, and I'm here to tell you guys about a brand new app called the New Generation Television App, or NGTV for short. It's a new free subscription-based streaming platform that can be accessed on your TV, computer, or even your phone. You can currently find NGTV on the Roku app, Apple TV, or Amazon Fire Stick, or just download it to your mobile device as Android or Apple, right? The platform offers a wide selection of content, including indie films, short films, TV shows, music videos, and podcasts. And guess what? Now you can catch the Big Exclusive podcast live on NGTV. So make sure you download the NGTV app and join the Big Exclusive podcast family now. Jalen, go ahead. Let's hear it.
You was no. So basically, what I was equating it to was like, again, he asked me if I cheated. Every man cheats. Like, man, there's levels of cheating, but at the end of the day, it still goes back to cheating. I could have a bunch of women that I entertain outside of my relationship, and that's just me entertaining them. I don't have to sleep with them. That's still cheating. So at the end of the day, like, I'm trying to figure out from you, like you said, you did the dirt. So I want to know why you did your dirt and what was the reason. You're saying you don't believe in marriage, but you committed yourself to this person and probably went through a whole ceremony, but you was the one out here doing dirt. But you want everybody to believe the statistic, like you keep saying, like, oh, well, 50% of marriages, they live and die. You're the one that was doing the dirt, so you don't have two legs to stand on anyway. So that statistic that you bought in don't really mean shit for real because you did the dirt. So of course your marriage.
Let me ask you, I never knew it was levels of cheating. I thought you cheat. Like, cheater is a cheat. Like, it ain't no supreme cheater. It ain't no cheater that's if you cheat, you cheat. Explain the levels of cheat to me, because that's new.
I just said I
don't expect you to go out here and do what I'm asking you to do. I'm not telling you what to do. I'm speaking my piece. If you don't understand it, that's all. That's all good. Like, I can't force my perspective or my life views on you, and vice versa.
So what dirt did you dip for you to not be in a marriage now? For you to be talking trash
I cheated the same way you just said all men cheat, right?
Okay.
Then you say all men cheat?
What was your reason for cheating?
I had no reason. I did it because I wanted to. I had no reason to cheat. I did it because I wanted to. I'm not blaming what I did on nothing other than the fact that I wanted to do it. And that's just that.
You're a product of another person trying to give relationship advice, but you the one that's out there you did some dirt.
Who did I give advice to?
But everybody else
who did I give advice to?
You just try to
point out the advice I gave.
You just try to get this whole podcast advice about 50% of marriages die. Like, you shouldn't get married.
That's just speaking. That's speaking facts. That's not
because that's what you should be able to do.
I'm not giving you no advice.
Why would I take all this time?
You know what my advice to you is to continue to be who you are, and that's that. Like, I can't give you no advice. I'm not no relationship expert. I don't give no advice. And if you listen to me, you're a fucking idiot. If you listen to what I got to say about a relationship, that's on you. If you listen to me, if I got anything to say, if you take my advice on a relationship, you're a fucking dummy. Take my advice on the relationship, and you'll be by yourself in 3 weeks.
You don't know what a relationship is.
You'll be by yourself in 3 weeks. First of all, you still wet behind the ears. You don't know nothing yet.
Hold on, Flight. Come on with it, Flight.
Anything y'all can do, I can do, but I can do it better. I'm trying to change the narrative, man. We just need some light and some sunshine. Listen, I saved a bunch of money by switching my car insurance to Geico. All right, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Hey,
I'm not a doctor, but I did sleep at the Holiday Inn last night.
Listen. So, listen, real quick. The show is coming to an end. There's some stuff we didn't get to.
I think you should have them two hug. Like, they should do a virtual hug. Like, just
so
a
listen.
high five.
Hey, listen. Let me say this before we leave the show. Anything that's said and done on the podcast, man, is left on the podcast. I get off this podcast. OG probably gonna call me. We gonna talk our shit. He gonna tell me where we gonna critique the show. I'm gonna talk to Flight. We gonna critique the show. I'm gonna shoot Jamie some text messages. We gonna text back and forth because we got other stuff possibly going on behind the scenes. Jalen is nephew. Jamie is my sister. OG is my big brother. Flight is my brother. So, guys, what you hear tonight is just us having an open dialogue. That's it. That's all. Yeah, it
And
gets
I ain't
intense.
gonna go looking for Jalen,
You know what I'm
shoot
gonna
him
do
with no shit
tonight?
like that.
Yeah, ain't nobody about to pull
Yeah,
up.
I
Ain't
got
nobody.
love for Unc. He know what
Ain't
it
no
is. He
like
know what it
like
is.
y'all gonna see a lot more of Jalen.
It's,
Like I'm
it's like
trying to.
barbershop talk.
Yeah,
He
we.
ain't,
I got
he
some,
ain't, he ain't disrespect me, and I didn't disrespect him.
and it's never gonna be that.
All
So
respect over
so
here. That's all it
so
is.
at the end of the day, like if the people who come on this podcast we consider family. The people commenting is family. It gets intense because it's supposed to. That's the only way that we can sometimes get our point across and let you know that we passionate about something. It's gonna always be all love. It's gonna always be respect. Like I said, OG my big bro, Jalen my nephew, Flight my bro, Jamyie my sis, and you guys are gonna see a lot more of them. I'm trying to get everybody to branch off and create their own, you know what I mean, project. I know OG got a project coming. Jamie, we coming over to WJMS Media. Flight always
Yeah,
working.
congrats on that, Unc.
Hey, I appreciate that, man. So yeah, the show is gonna be at NGTV and WJMS Media. Just trying to expand the reach. Flight always working. I'm trying to develop some stuff, with Flight so he can have his own John. I definitely had some plans for Jalen because I just feel like he's one of the young people that I feel like I could talk to, I can relate, and he has his perspective. He has the youth on his side right now, and he actually for the most part when we talk, he definitely be absorbing the information. So just nobody is going to take nothing that go on this podcast personal. Like at the end of the day, we here to speak our mind, to entertain. Hopefully, we start a dialect with you guys at the water. At the do anybody got water
The water
coolers
cooler or the
anymore?
water fountain?
A lot of people. Anybody got water coolers anymore? Like y'all had a water cooler talk. Shout out to Big Roll. He's definitely in the plans. But with that being said, we're gonna do what we do at the end of every show. Everybody gets a minute or two to speak their piece. It doesn't have to be related to the topics that we talked about. It can be about anything you want it to be about. And I just want to read this last comment before we get out of here. Shout out to our sis Tiff. Tiff said, at the end of the day, everyone has their opinions, and that's okay. There's no right or wrong at the end of the day. It's your life. As long as both parties want the same thing and are in agreement with what their relationship stands for, that's all that matters. And that's all I'm trying to say, Tiff. Like, you're absolutely right. I definitely would get married. You know what I mean? I should say it would be under different terms, none of those vow type things. And, I mean, you have to make every situation is unique, make it your own. Don't follow the trend, make your situation unique because that's what it is. It's between you and that person, and it's what y'all make it. And if y'all work at it, it'll work for you. So with that being said, I'm gonna say I'm gonna go first, and then I'm gonna get out of here, get off screen. Um, Ladies and gentlemen, if you can hear the sound of my voice, just go download NGTV. It's new generation television. Download that. Our first show is coming up, and you know what I mean. I think the 1st of February we moving into the new space, and we'll be doing the show from that new space. So please, if you can, download NGTV. It's a red background with white writing. I hope you've seen it on the screen. Download that now. Get prepared for the Big Exclusive Podcast. Angry OG new show, Top Flight new show. I'm gonna talk Jamyie Jams into coming over there and doing something as well. I have a few ideas for Jalen. Big Roll has a project coming to NGTV. So shout out to Victoria. Please make sure we show we show the power of the Big Exclusive Podcast by you guys downloading the app. You know what I mean? So that way she know we coming and all our family is coming over with us. So with that being said, Kayla, Cameron, Daddy, love you. I appreciate you. Sky's the limit. Do what you guys do.
Go ahead, Jay. You go first, man. You're the baby of the bunch.
That's nice.
Oh no, I really I ain't got too much to say, but I do want to thank y'all for allowing me to come on your platform, to give some youth to the game. I mean, I don't know everything, but I'm here to learn.
You know more than a lot of people your age, though, bro.
This is nothing but love and respect here, and I'm looking forward to coming back on again and having some fun with y'all.
All right, man. Be safe out there.
Yes, sir. You too.
All right, I guess
Go
I'm
ahead,
up.
JB. Say something to get the ladies all on your side.
Who, me? The ladies
Yeah,
already on my side.
get them riled up even more.
They
Give them
already
hope.
on my side. I don't
Give
got
them
to do
hope. Get the ladies hope, Jamie.
Whatever, man. I ain't got nothing but love for you, Angry OG. This your girl Jams, y'all. WJMS Media. If you haven't already, please go check us out on Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, and Twitter. We got a TikTok now too. My intern has been taking over and having a blast. She's gotten us some pretty good reviews too, which is great. But yeah, just check us out. Support. We appreciate it. I'm always happy to be here on the show. It's all love. Shout out to my husband. All right. I'm gonna put that out there. I appreciate everybody. That's all I got to say, y'all. I just appreciate the space.
We're gonna have a Mexican standoff. You're gonna go first.
We
What we
always
gonna
do, baby. How you want to do it? Rock, paper, scissors?
take 10 spaces, turn around and bust your gun, man.
Come
Go
on,
ahead, I
let's
go
go.
first. I'm gonna go first, man. I really don't. I want to give a shout out to my man Anthony Metlock and his family's congrats on you know what I'm talking about. I don't want to put your business out there, but congrats, bro. And I'm gonna call you with the bar probably in the morning to see what's going on.
I want to refer back to tonight, as OG said, committing suicide. And he asked me the question, would I commit suicide? Again, I will say this, yes. If I'm using the phrase committing suicide, Jesus lost his life, but he was reborn. And when he was reborn, he did remarkable things. He came back 10 times stronger, 10 times better. Comedian Top Flight, taking off.